Take your seat. Look here. This is the outline of the scenes, act by act. And now I'm going to ask you to do something out of the ordinary.
Take it down in shorthand?
Exactly. Can you do shorthand?
Yes, a little.
Good. Go and get some paper from my office. Plenty, as much as you can find. You follow the scenes as we play them, and try and get the points down, at any rate, the most important ones. Clear the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Come over here and listen attentively.
But excuse me, we?
Don't worry, you won't have to improvise.
What have we to do then?
Nothing. For the moment, you just watch and listen. Everybody will get his part written out afterwards. At present, we're going to try to find the thing as best as we can. They're going to act now.
We? What do you mean? If you please, by a rehearsal?
A rehearsal for them.
But since we are the characters,
All right, characters, then. If you insist on calling yourselves such. But here, my dear sir, the characters don't act. Here, the actors do the acting. The characters are there in the book where there is a book.
I won't contradict you. But excuse me, the actors aren't the characters. They want to be. They pretend to be, don't they? Now, if these gentlemen here are fortunate enough to have us alive before them,
Oh, this is grand. You want to come before the public yourselves, then?
as we are,
I can assure you it will be a magnificent spectacle.
What's the use of us here anyway then?
You're not going to pretend that you can act. It makes me laugh. There, you see? They are laughing at the notion. But, by the way, I must cast the parts. That won't be difficult. They cast themselves. You play the mother. We must find her a name.
Amalia, sir.
But that's the real name of your wife. We don't want to call her by her real name.
Why ever not if it is her name? Still, perhaps, if that lady must, I see this woman here as Amalia, but do as you like. I don't know what to say to you. Already, I begin to hear my own words ring false as if they had another sound.
Don't you worry about it. It'll be our job to find the right tones. And as for her name, if you want her Amalia, Amalia it shall be. And if you don't like it, we'll find another. For the moment, though, we'll call the characters this way. You are the son. You naturally are the stepdaughter.
What? What? I, that woman there?
What's there to laugh at?
Nobody has ever dared to laugh at me. I insist on being treated with respect. Otherwise, I go away.
No, no, excuse me. I am not laughing at you.
You ought to feel honored to be played by.
That woman there?
But I wasn't speaking of you, you know? I was speaking of myself, whom I can't see at all in you. That is all. I don't know, but you aren't in the least like me.
True. Here's the point. Look here, sir. Our temperaments, our souls.
Temperament, soul, be hanged. Do you suppose the spirit of this piece is in you? Nothing of the kind.
What? Haven't we our own temperaments, our own souls?
Not at all. Your soul, or whatever you like to call it, takes shape here. The actors give body and form to it, voice and gesture. And my actors, I may tell you, have given expression to much more lofty materials than this little drama of yours, which may or may not hold up the stage. But if it does, the merit of it, believe me, will be due to my actors.
I don't dare contradict you, sir, but believe me, it is a terrible suffering for us who are as we are, with all these bodies of ours, these features to see.
Good heavens, the makeup will remedy all that. Man, the makeup.
Maybe, but the voice, the gestures,
Now look here. On this stage, you as yourself cannot exist. The actor here acts you, and that's an end to it.
I understand. And now I think I see why our author who conceived us as we are, all alive, He didn't want to put us on the stage after all. I haven't the least desire to offend your actors. Far from it. But when I think that I am to be acted by, I don't know by whom.
By me, if you've no objection.
Honored, I assure you, sir. Still, I must say that try as this gentleman may, with all his goodwill and wonderful art, to absorb me into himself.
Oh, chuck it. Wonderful art. Withdraw that, please.
The performance he will give, even doing his best with makeup to look like me.
It will certainly be a bit difficult.
Exactly. It will be difficult to act me as I really am. The effect will be rather apart from the makeup, according as to how he supposes I am, as he senses me. If he does sense me, and not as I inside of myself feel myself to be. It seems to me then that account should be taken of this by everyone whose duty it may become to criticize us.
Heavens. The man's starting to think about the critics now. Let them say what they like. It's up to us to play on the play if we can. Well then, we've got the furniture right more or less. Bring that little table a bit forward and you go and find an envelope, if possible, a pale blue one, and give it to that gentleman.
An ordinary envelope?
Yes.
An ordinary envelope.
At once, sir.